So from a micro perspective, I'm going to just briefly highlight what I think is the project economy. From a micro perspective, from an organizational perspective, the type of work that companies have been doing for years is two ways. It's either running the business, exploitation of what current capabilities, current business, current products, and that's the blue side here. So this is a time perspective. 50 years ago, there were no projects in companies, very little projects, very few people working in projects. The majority of the people and the budgets were going to day-to-day operations. Because of continuous improvement that we've done into the blue side, the running of the business, that thing has become super efficient. The blue side is a machine that sometimes is even run by machines only. So most of the resources are shifting the type of work and we're dedicating most of the time into change. Change is projects, is agile concepts, is about design thinking. So what you see is that the type of work that companies are doing are shifting from day to day to change. This generates a friction. There is a bit of friction between silo because we're protecting our turf, we're protecting our department. Why should my department contribute to a project where I don't get any benefits? You see that so often. I struggle all the time getting people from these business units to support my project. So you create that tension because of these two business models fighting to each other. Companies work on what's urgent. What's the next deadline on Friday? We don't have enough attention to the midterm or long term. Strategic goals is not clear. Very few employees know what's the strategy of their companies. That's a classic one, about 5% only, which is a big area for improvement. Lack of focus, we try too many things, too many projects. I've seen companies which have more projects than people. Can you imagine? How can you do that? You are running a business and then you have 500 people and there are 800 projects. That's insane. Okay, we make projects too easy. We come back to that. And lack of engagement, this lack of focus, this lack of direction, it just creates people which are not engaged. So that's kind of the consequences of this friction of two dimensions.